How we doing?
Man, baby, I got
Respect.
little Aretha Franklin.
Aretha Franklin.
Man,
Passed away today.
Queen
at
of Soul.
76. Yep.
You know what's interesting about that? I think those guys from Muscle Shoals up here in Alabama provided the background jams on it.
Man.
Crazy,
I tell
huh?
you what, I was looking up some stuff on there. She had
Good stuff.
112 charted singles, 18 Grammys. She sold 75 million records, man.
Man,
And
crazy
get
stuff.
This is crazy. She was the first female inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Really?
The first female in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but she was also a member of the UK Hall of Fame and the Gospel Music Hall of Fame.
Man, the girl had it down, didn't
How many
she?
people are members of the Gospel and the Rock and Roll?
Hey, who knows, right? Ruben stuttered. Oh, he's not Rock and Roll Hall of
Amazing.
Fame. Kevin Barker, what's happening over in Georgia, my friend? What's going down? Man,
Well, we got another week of the Real Estate Happy Hour coming to you.
it's live.
Right
We're ready
now.
to rock and roll.
We
Hey,
got
by the way,
Brady Eldridge in here. Yeah, Cahaba Brewing Company.
Cahaba Brewing.
We got the Kiwi Kolsch. Now listen, this is a refreshing summertime beverage. We got mom watching today. How you doing?
Mom,
Yes.
cheers.
So refreshing summertime beverage. It's hot out there right now.
It is.
Yeah, it's
hey,
August.
In Cahaba Brewing, right here in
Yep,
Birmingham,
right
Alabama.
here in Alabama.
Alvin Jefferson, how are you, my friend?
So
War
let
Eagle.
me see if I can tune in to us.
Wes Greer, this guy uses his
yeah.
wife's account. The Kiwi. So Kiwi Kolsch.
Kiwi Kolsch. Cahaba,
Wes
just
Greer.
call us up. We're looking for sponsors.
This guy needs to get, this is my buddy Wes from a long time back. He needs to get his own account, not use his wife's account, though. don't you think?
Tammy Matthews, she's a big fan of the Kiwi Kolsch.
Man,
Yeah.
it is
Probably
interesting.
upstairs drinking one now. But anyway, so what do we got going on today?
Man, we're going to talk about, from our good friend Clark Howard. We're going to talk, he had a great list of the 10 things you can start doing right now to make your wallet happy.
Yep. And we got some stock picks later. Talk a little bit about interest rates in the market and what's going on
And
there.
pricing. Pricing
yeah.
never been more important than pricing pricing the home to the market today. Hey, Stephanie.
Now Bruno did throw out an idea, wanted to sponsor the show. I thought that would be kind of
Yeah,
interesting.
Michael Bruno.
Michael Bruno.
Save more, spend less, and avoid
Stephanie
getting ripped off.
Barnes Lindsay, Augsburger.
She has a package down
checking
here,
in.
I saw,
Yep,
right?
she does have a package down here. She is our marketing queen of marketing. Like
Queen of
soul,
marketing.
Queen of marketing.
Well, talk about as we get into this. Let's talk about rates real quick. Where are the rates?
Well, interest rates are. Well, that's funny because I just looked up an article that said mortgage rates have tumbled.
No, it said tumbled.
Tumbled was the word.
Yes.
Tumbled. And then it went on to say they dropped by 6 basis points, which is 0.06. So we're going from 4.59 to 4.53. That's not tumbling.
Talk about Trumpisms and hyperbole.
Yeah, right.
Huge. This is a
move
huge
in the-
fall.
Huge move in the rates.
Absolutely. I mean,
But not happening. So we're kind of moving sideways for the last couple of months. I mean, housing starts. I see a lot of negative articles nationally on the real estate market, mortgage market, housing. But I know Birmingham is still doing well. Birmingham market's still doing well. So be careful with what you read
and who you get your stuff from.
Who you get your news from. Dive into that. I mean,
No fake
literally,
news.
The headline said tumbled. The article 2 paragraphs in said 6 basis points. So that's just
Peanuts.
I don't know. It's marketing.
It's
what
marketing.
that is.
It's like a rocket mortgage.
They want you to read it. So,
Well, I mean, but you talk about a lot of the negativity, but this is cyclical. I mean, this time of year, everything typically slows down. And we talked about last week that we're seeing a abnormal slowdown, but not to the degree of tumble.
yeah.
Because, Birmingham, just so you know, around the country, is that Birmingham never rises like everybody else, and we never have the significant drops like anybody else. So,
Yeah. So all of our
it's all relative.
all of our national viewing audience out there will.
I mean, they're huge.
Yeah, they are huge. We're across the country.
Uh-oh. Our favorite attorney from Mobile's in the house, Josh
Briskman. Good to see you, man. And we got Trey Fave on there, Mike Hewlin, and ABC. Good to see all you
everybody
guys.
and Karen. That's right. Steady Eddie. That's right.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we're we don't see the highs and lows. Obviously, we're going to have some differences in this market. I mean, with rates going up, with the pricing pressure, with the sellers, getting multiple offers. We've talked about this over and over, but definitely going to add some intrigue here the next 6 to 8
Well, it
months.
will, but it's going to make the importance, and we're going to talk a little bit about pricing it right. I mean, what we've been able to do is we've been in this very low inventory, the lead flows have been. I mean, the number of buyers that are out there has been high, so high demand, high demand, and with that demand so high, we've been able to move prices higher, subject to these appraisers, allowing us to get there. Problem is, right now, as we get into when that buyer pool shrinks, we're going to see the importance of pricing even more important, and it affects you guys because folks that were planning on getting money from the seller may not have enough to give it to you. So we're going to have to really get with your mortgage lender and that sort of thing to make sure that we get you in the right loan program.
Yeah, and there's some other ways to get creative with the closing costs. I mean, you definitely have options on these costs associated with doing the loan. That's why it's always important to ask more questions. Just knowing what the interest rate is doesn't really tell you what's going on because you don't know how many points are associated with that. Some higher interest rates may also carry lender credits, not only 0 points.
That's right.
But you could have a lender credit on top of that, which might be might be a better financial decision for you. So lot of stuff to think about going forward, and we could definitely work that into the new negotiations if you can't get that money from the seller.
Absolutely. So make sure that if you're a seller, this is really talking to the seller, making sure that we've been able to take it's taking of the chances.
Yes.
That you've said, well, let's just give it a shot. It means you can get optimal value. Let's go to the very top of the range, but that's where we limit it right now, because especially if you want to sell. Because buyers are going to be more willing to. They don't have any pressure of school starting, of anything else happening to force them into making a decision.
Yep. So So right now, this time of year, and I want to say hey to Donna Gammon. Appreciate you coming by to see us. And
that's a good question. Josh Briskman has said, how fast do you see rates going up, and how high do you think they'll get by the end of 2020?
Oh, end of 2020 is actually. That is an interesting question because I feel like rates will probably move up, let's say 5.5 range or so, but we'll probably be on the way back down a little bit by the end of 2020 if the predictions are correct for a recession. Because anytime there's pressure or anytime there's that recession, we've always got the ability in the real estate world for rates to come down and help our business.
And it's an election year that year too, so those factors will play in. The good news is, and whether you're on either side of the aisle, having the Fed be very neutral, supposedly.
So we're kind of a big deal.
Yeah, that's right. But really, the Fed being neutral helps with that, where there's crossover of administrations. So hopefully we won't see, because we really didn't see a lot of up and down with the interest. They didn't even move in that year in 2016. So
we got a lot to go between now and 2020. You're welcome, Donna. Good to see you there. I lost my train of thought. We were talking about something before that with working deals into the seller, but that was a great question about 2020 and that horizon.
Well, they're definitely going to be on the rise, but really, remember a few weeks ago we talked about the millennials. At what point would the millennials back out of buying a house? And statistically, what a lot of the economists have said, if interest rates get up to about high fives, that's when we'll start to see them say, you know what, renting is a better option for me. But as of right now, the millennials are still buying before they rent, assuming they're mature enough. I mean, because remember, women come out of college mature and ready to buy a house. So we see, we're seeing them buying homes, right out of school, 22, 23 years old. And I think the average male single doesn't buy till late 20s because they're not mature enough, which I understand that too.
Yeah, right.
I mean, who needs a house?
We're still working on this growing up thing, huh?
Yeah. The women, they need, but I think a lot of that comes down to security, right? They want security a lot sooner than men do. So
So let's talk about, we got 10 things you can start doing right now that will save you money. And this is from your buddy.
From my buddy Clark Howard. He has one of the best financial podcasts out there, radio show for, if you remember, for years was on here in Birmingham, and especially if you're in the Atlanta market, you're very familiar with Clark Howard and his work on WSB.
I've heard him for a long time.
But he is really, honest to God, he lives out the cheap life, and still he's loaded, but he still knows what he's doing. Here's his top things that you can start doing now. First is shop the dollar stores. And if you haven't been in the dollar stores lately, I take my daughter in there because it's the easy way for me to get out. But the problem is she's learned she can get, if she gets 8 things, now it's $8 out of my wallet. I mean, hey, we can buy one. But he really sees it as a good place to buy certain things.
And I know we like to talk about stocks, and we're going to later on in the show, but the dollar stores are good stocks too. And this is why. I mean, you got people going in there, and people recommend it, go in there and save some money.
One of the best things that you can get there, ibuprofen, balloons. Obviously, if you're a realtor and you're on here, you know that. Shaving cream, good deals on shaving cream, he says. And then candy, good deal there. And greeting cards. Now, I admit that that's where I go. My wife puts a ton of thought into this thing. And I put a lot of thought into going to the Dollar Tree.
You do too.
And if I find it there, because basically they're 50 cents there.
So you just say you're going with Julia, but you're really going to get...
I'm going to get my stuff.
To get the
And by the way, I'll give you a good idea. If you ever go on a cruise and you need a laundry hamper, man, the best place to get a laundry hamper at the Dollar Tree because I can leave it on the boat.
That's right.
Dollar. Be willing to accept a lower quality for a lower price. And he does make one exception, or 2 exceptions, really. He says... don't accept lower quality for your homeowner's insurance or your auto insurance. And I think that makes sense.
Yeah, and I tell you, this is a funny thing because, a lot of times, especially in our business, everybody wants the lowest price, but then they also want the best service. So I think it's interesting. Accept lower quality for a lower price. If you're going to save some money, look, if it's going to cost you less to get it, you're getting less.
Yes.
You're getting less.
Well, yes, Wes, you're correct. And he even talks about that. Dollar steaks. Now, Wes, have you ever eaten a dollar steak?
3.5 ounce ribeyes.
He said 3.5. Man.
There you go.
Is the meat green?
I haven't seen a 3.5 ounce ribeye for $1, but man, Dollar Tree stock's going to be going through the roof.
Especially if they're selling meat.
Man, this next one's funny. Look for the 97s at Costco.
Very interesting.
All right, they say that anything priced that ends in 97, $3.97, $199.97. The 97 is like a secret code at Costco. Guess what? Obviously, it's not a secret.
It's not a secret anymore.
Yeah. So apparently, you look for the 97 cents.
Absolutely, and I've done that before, and it is exciting when you see it because you're scanning. Now you're playing a game. So if it ends in 97, so $3.97, $4.97, whatever it is, it means it's being sold under their MSRP in the store, and they're probably trying to get rid of it, and so you're probably getting a pretty good deal.
Yeah,
if you're like me.
But I think that's interesting, Don, that hurricane insurance, we have the flood insurance here, but we don't have, and I know there's earthquake insurance in California, but I imagine hurricane insurance is crazy.
Yeah, you are a Clark Howard fan if you know his kids' names.
Steffi and Grant.
Yes. So if Clark's listening, hello, Steffi and Grant.
Hey, Steffi and Grant. I'm sure Clark's listening.
That's right.
We're kind of a big deal.
Big deal. But anyway, never pay for an extended warranty.
Oh, man, these things, these have been driving me crazy. Because, this is probably, 10 years old now? It's because I had a Best Buy card a long time ago. And then they start every time you ring up, right?
Would you care for the warranty?
You want 2 years to take care? No, if it breaks, I want you to fix it.
Yeah, it's called a warranty.
Yeah, I don't want to buy more insurance for the products that I'm buying.
Right.
I mean,
no kidding.
It's hilarious.
Well, and I think one of the best things, he talks about, and we've talked about before, is making sure you have a good credit card, because that credit card is going to extend usually by 1 year, sometimes 2 years, that warranty. And a lot of people, I swear to you, don't know that, they get disappointed a month into something breaking, and they think, man, I'm out of it. I broke it myself, but there was coverage on their credit card. And just check always when something like that happens.
Yeah, and you know what? I want to bring this up right now while we're talking about these credit card benefits. Like some of this stuff that I didn't even realize up until, doing some research for this show that, couple months back when we covered some of this, that these things are out there. And so people need to know, it's good to have a couple of credit cards. It really helps your credit scores to have a couple of credit cards and research these benefits that you get from them. And
make sure that those 2 credit cards for credit purposes are from different banks, because if something goes on and for some reason one of them drops you, you want to make sure you're at a different bank so that they're both not dropped, so both cards don't get dropped.
There's the Alabama Hammer checking in.
The Alabama Hammer is here.
So anyway, beware of fast food deals. Now this one's great. Okay,
Absolutely.
beware of fast food deals that actually cost you more money. It's funny because he says the Crystal was running a 5 for $5.
Five crystals.
5 burgers for $5.
$5.
Sounds good, right?
Sounds perfect.
But the case was the mini Crystal burger was only 79 cents. So if you actually just rang up 5 of them, it was $3.95 plus tax.
Yeah. So be on the lookout for, hey,
That's funny,
it might not be a good deal.
I thought they were more than 79 cents now.
Are they Wes Greer or Mike Slocum? Do y'all know? How much is a crystal?
Yes, but I do want to bring up, if anybody knows how much Crystal is today, then we would like to know. But I do want to bring up, I was at a Firehouse getting a sub today.
Yep.
And
Good place, alternative
yeah,
to Subway.
Yes, and the lady in front of me ordered a sub, and then she ordered a large Coke. No combo. Just
combo.
a large Coke was $2.30.
She went all the way down to Firehouse
She had a
Subs.
sub and
sub. Okay.
She had a sandwich
Gotcha.
and a large Coke. $2.34 they charged her for a large Coke. You know that Coke only cost
32
20
cents?
cents.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
it couldn't have cost them more than
I'll give
20
them 10
cents
cents for the
to
Coke.
make 10 cents. And they got those newfangled Coke
You can do
machines.
whatever, you can like mix and match.
So you know they're not paying much. $2.34 for a Coke.
Yeah, it's getting out of hand. Class action lawsuit.
Save
We gotta
some money.
cover. That's
so
right.
that's it. What's the next one?
Shop thrift stores for men clothes. Now, this is where my wife would kill me because she says I don't dress good anyway. So
if you're dressing bad and in cheap clothes,
yeah, no. But obviously, I think there is some good deals out there. Coca-Cola is the devil.
That's
no,
right.
no, but you really can. I mean, there's a lot of people. I've tried selling a lot of Julia's clothes online, and they're quality. Julia's worn these things like 3 times, and no telling what we paid. Amanda says we got a good deal on them. Hey, I don't know if we did or not.
Yeah.
But thrift stores for clothes, obviously online. But see, here's the thing with guys, we really don't care about clothes shopping. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it.
That's true. I mean, and it's funny. I heard on the radio somebody talking about, you can't rewear this. Probably millennials doing this. You can't rewear stuff that was posted on somebody's social media website. Now, obviously,
Yeah. Well, that is true.
obviously, men don't. We don't surf social media to say, oh, well, he wore that last week.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
not
I
wearing
don't
that
even
anymore.
know if you've ever worn that.
No idea.
No offense.
Right?
Now, Slocum's right. What you remember the 59-cent top
Yeah.
hats?
Yeah. I think.
Man, you can feed your whole family
I
for
think
$5.
they're up over $1 now.
Yes.
I don't know.
And their Mountain Dew thing is nasty. It's like Mountain Dew Arctic Blast or something crazy.
Goodness.
Anyway.
So buy the deal first, then figure out why you want to go there. This one's interesting.
Yeah, this is actually the one that I think would provide you with an exciting life, where you really use Kayak Explorer or Google Flights or one of those, or and we're going to talk about it one week. I'm a member of these premium email chains that you pay $30 a year, and then they manually go in and look for all the deals around the world. You find a good deal, that's where you're going.
Yes. Yeah, and that reminds me, we've brought this up a couple times in the past. Ecuador, Portugal, Costa Rica. There's different places where you can go for less than $30,000 a year. So that'd be awesome, because obviously it's a discount, and you go there and see a part of the world. It sounds amazing.
Crystals is Michael Bruno, of course, knew that they are 79 cents.
Yes.
No, but hold on. But I think it's real important. One of the things that he talks about is that he's been able to see every continent except Antarctica. Now,
In every state but North Dakota.
he did say on his show the other day that his wife's kind of ticked at him because she's never seen Europe, not in the winter, because he was always going on the deal, and this is a guy with millions of dollars.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she's finally laying the law down, I think. So
That's the biggest Swecker thing ever.
huh.
I'm not sure which one it was.
Oh, I think that he would eat a crystal.
Rachel McCree, thanks for joining in.
I think he's talking about that the Alabama Hammer would have a crystal.
Oh. Reshop your car rental rate a week before your trip.
I think it's a good thing because remember, car rentals are not locked in stone. You don't show up, you're not charged like a hotel. So you can keep shopping up until the date. And so a lot of things
You can
happen.
reserve it and then
Yeah.
just
I do it with
not get it.
Costco. I mean,
do you cancel it? Or
typically, to be nice, I do.
okay,
You don't have to.
okay.
I think they would prefer it. Hey, Rachel. Yes, but no, to answer your question, so what you can do is, I use Costco Travel. They are the best for rental cars because they get a negotiated rate plus allow the use that they go find of one coupon. So they already have a good rate, and then they negotiate it, and then they also require the free use of a free second driver and all that. So really good there. You don't have to be a member. If you know somebody that is a member that can get on their website, use them. So good deal there. Fly with only a carry-on to avoid bag fees. Man. I can do it. Amanda can't.
Man, you know what? I'll do this not only to avoid the fees, but to avoid the lines when I get to where I'm going, waiting on the bags to come off.
Oh, but by God, you remember when I flew Frontier? It was $35 to bring a bag on board, right? I mean, so the idea that you're saving money doing this, man. Not if you're flying those, they stunk, by the way. Don't do it if you're in Birmingham.
I love it.
It was awful.
If I can go anywhere with just a carry-on, I love it. Love it. Would much rather do that. I do it just for the ease. It's definitely great to save the money, but I'd love to just throw my stuff in one bag and go.
Well, is this something you do for Courtney? You will go all over town to find free parking?
No, she would not enjoy riding around for the free street parking. Yeah. But that's the last one. Find the free street parking. Now, he did mention a couple times where he got a parking ticket in one scenario.
He wasn't following the rules.
And then another time,
city.
car got crushed by falling debris, which who knows what happened there.
Another reason to have the insurance that's provided by Chase and some of the other credit card companies.
Yeah, so who knows how far you're going to have to walk to your destination from that free parking, but that's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. So what's next? We got
some stock picks.
The stock market.
Hey, again, for those of you who haven't been joining us a lot lately, you would have made a mint had you taken our stock picks back 3, 4, 5 months ago. WWE was one of them. Carvana, Appfolio. We got one today.
Royal Caribbean.
We got one today. Dropbox crushed earnings. DBX is the ticker symbol. Crushes earnings by like 4 or 5 cents a share.
The COO.
CEO just quit. So that, you know what Wall Street said? I don't know about this. So they lose, 12% roughly?
The CEO or COO?
COO.
The COO.
So the operations guy.
The operations guy quit, so it loses 10, 12%.
Absolutely.
And now where's it at now?
We're down a little bit more. No, we're down a little bit more. I bought it, so it went down.
Yeah, okay. So you still got time to get in.
But hold it. Buy and hold, because had I held, remember, at the beginning of the year, I bought into WWE at about $32 a share, and it's now sitting mid-80s.
Yeah. Now, another one that I got from a friend of mine that has made more money at this than I have, way more, so got to trust the pick, is Versa, VRS. It's a specialty paper company.
Specialty paper?
And so you'd think that specialty paper, that's like a dying business, right? Well, not if you're the only one still in it.
Yeah, somebody's going to be there.
Yeah.
Hey.
So that's interesting. Another article today that Warren Buffett is buying up bank stocks. So he is getting deep into U.S. Bancorp, Bank of New York Mellon, Goldman Sachs. He's still got huge positions in Wells Fargo and Bank of America.
Why Wells Fargo baffles me.
Man, I think he has been so ingrained in Wells Fargo forever.
Right.
That he just can't back out.
He can't back out. But they'll back him out.
But I think with interest rates rising, I think banks are going to make more money. One of the lines in there was that the bank sector has underperformed the S&P 500 this year. So that's a little bit of my 2 cents.
It should be, and it should be another good week. If anybody has any questions, we are going to transition in a few weeks. We got the new site up, and
so Real Estate Happy Hour, our own Facebook page over there,
webpage. So
check that out.
We'll be back here though next week for some more. We're going to dive deeper and we react to the market as it changes. And we'll be back next Thursday, 4 o'clock.
Good to see you guys.
Hope you'll have an awesome week.
See you next week.
See you next week. Thanks for coming.